Hello, this is Matthew Smith, Chief Product Officer at Agrimetrics, and I'm excited to demonstrate to you here our new LinkedData Explorer. So here's how you get to it from the Agrimetrics website. You click Explore Apps. That will take you to our Applications page, and there's a new tile called LinkedData Explorer, and you click that. And what will load is a menu on the left, and you'll see a big graph in the middle. And what that graph shows is all the concepts and properties of the data sets that are present in the Agrimetrics marketplace. So if you zoom in, you see a bunch of terms that will be familiar to you, like field and cow and soil and water catchment and arrows between them. And what this shows is the properties that are present in the data sets in the Agrimetrics data catalog that can be related to each other, and how those properties in those data sets relate to each other and ultimately relate through to the data sets that contain data about those properties or with those properties. So what you can see here is quite a busy graph with lots of properties to do with habitats and fields and weather and soil, because we've got quite a lot of data in the Agrimetrics data catalog. But to simplify the view initially, let's have a look just at the top level concepts. And these are really the high level aggregate properties that are present currently in the Agrimetrics data catalog. And you can see here that we've got data that relates to soil, to fields, water catchment, to weather, and so on. And you can click one of these and you can expand it and you can see what properties. For example, here I've clicked water catchment and you can see that water catchment has a water body, and I can click water body and it has a classification. And these properties are present in the water catchment properties dataset. And if I click the water catchment properties dataset, you can see it's listed on the right here, and I can click more information to find out more, and that would take me to the data catalog where I could read up all about that dataset. Now on the left is support to help me with finding what I want. So for example, if I was interested in finding out rain as well in relation to the water catchment, then what data does Agrimetrics have on rain? Oh, we have rainfall data. And actually, interestingly here, the rainfall data is present in 3 different data sets. So you can see those data sets detailed there, and I can find out which data set would be most appropriate to use. So you can see by interacting with the filter on the left and the nodes in between by clicking the nodes, I can expand and contract my view on the properties and get just the view I want that's showing what data sets could be related to allow me to address a particular problem or answer the question I want to answer. Now, to help you with that, we've compiled some examples which are pre-configured views of data sets that we have related in order to solve particular challenges, provide particular capabilities. So for example, for evapotranspiration, how much evaporation and transpiration is coming from the soil, then we've got a view for that, and that assembles this particular view, which shows the data sets that we used via the concepts that are in those data sets in order to compute evapotranspiration rate for a particular area, for a particular field. And so you can see we have data on the crops, the vegetation, the field, the soil, and the weather. We related quite a lot of data there. And you can see that, for example, for field, we take into account the altitude, where the field actually is, the crop itself, what crop is growing, of course, the weather and the rain and how much sunshine there is, as well as soil properties. And all of this got used when we were calculating the evapotranspiration rate for a particular field. You can see up in the top right here that it explains the example. It's showing those concepts and measures related that we related to compute evapotranspiration. And if you click example on GitHub, it'll take you through to the code that we actually used where we drew those data sets through from our data marketplace directly into the code in order to compute evapotranspiration. So as I say, I'm very excited to show this to you. This is one of the first tools we have that really shows how we relate data sets within the Agrimetrics data catalog, which is really the power that we need to unlock in order to solve a lot of these new challenges by relating data sets together. So please go to the LinkedData Explorer, experiment with the graph, play around with different views, view different examples, and use it to assemble your own data set and your own ideas about how you can use the data in order to solve your challenges. I hope you enjoyed this run through the tool.